Hello everyone, today we're looking at probably the biggest model release of this year, and it is the Tamiya Laferrari. Comes with engine, opening doors, everything you could possibly imagine. Total parts count is 169. So let's see exactly what is inside this beautiful box. And of course Tamiya really have outdone themselves with this. There's a little cardboard piece in there that contains the decals and clear parts, and you also get a beautiful instruction manual, which also has a lot of information about the car as well. There is a link to that in the description, guys, so go and take a look at that. Now I will show you your decals first. You get a lovely set of metal sort of emblems. You get the Ferrari badges, of course, for the engine and the rear. You also get some what looks like air vents, the Ferrari badge, and the rear view mirror as well. So very nice indeed with that. And the decals themselves. Of course you get the Laferrari number plate at the back, sort of like a UK size or EU size, but you could of course modify that as you wish. Various Ferrari badges, you got the dials as well, and a couple of mesh little bits for where the exhaust is, and a tiny little Italian badges, which is quite cool. Of course the centre caps and various I think 16 of the speaker panels, the speaker covers, and you also get the window masks as well, which is very nice. And there's also some mesh in the kit, two little pieces there, and in the instructions it does give you the templates needed to cut the mesh to exactly the size that you need for the various parts of the kit. And there's another little piece as well which I'll show you. It is how to lock the doors in the open position, and there's a little hook there that you can use to do that. Very nice. This could be an amazing kit once built. I have seen one built, and they do look great. I've seen the instructions and it is quite complicated, but this is definitely not a beginner's kit at all. Now I'll show you the wheels first. I've put the tyres on for you. You of course get wider rears, and there's your fronts, and then you've got the exhaust bits there, which you'll either need to pop a little bit of black paint in there for the realism or just drill them out. And then you've got these centre caps as well. Now onto the body parts. Humongous sprue here. I'll take this out first. It does make life a little bit easier, and I'll show you the parts that come in that in a moment. And here you have it. Absolutely, I'm trying to be as delicate as I possibly can with this. You've got the wonderful mirrors there that look extremely delicate. Part of the front, I believe, and then you've got the rear sort of engine cover compartment, which of course does open. There is the left hand door, or passenger door if you're building it right hand drive. Some extra vents. There's so many various vents, and such a beautiful car this is. There is of course your rear area, and then we've got some more vented areas, and then your other door there. There's so many various different body pieces here. You can't sort of put the whole body together and then paint it. You're going to have to do it in separate sections. There is the front. I can't get over how nice this car is. I really can't. I'm a Lamborghini man, but this has really done it for me. There's part of actually the radiator area, and again these are all body parts. I don't know the exact names for each one, but when you see the instructions you'll see how it all goes together. Now I'll show you the next one on here is the interior. You've got the door cards there. And there's a few other little pieces as well. There's a lot of carbon work to do. There's one of the pedals, and your number plate or license plate. And this is all part of the interior. There's the under tray, the rear diffuser. Like I said, this is a very complicated kit. Not for the faint-hearted at all. And here's part of your front bumper, which goes together in 3 or 4 different pieces. It's very nice indeed. Right, now this one, we'll flip it over and we'll go from one end. These are all your engine pieces and various different chassis parts. There's the radiator that goes with that red piece that I showed you earlier. And then you've got the manifolds, separate drive shafts, and various other little, I think those are part of the electric engine, I think. And that goes on the top of the engine, that part. And then there you have the, underneath the top of the part of the engine. And we'll flip this around to get a better view of that. There's one end of it. And then there is of course the mighty V12 block. Absolutely gorgeous. That's such a big sprue, I'm going to have to sort of go that way and then flip it over, but there's part of the exhausts. And you've got the rear suspension with the sort of hubs on there, steering arms and anti-roll bar, and then these gorgeous brakes. And now will be the time to tell you that there are actually two decal sets that Tamiya have brought out. One is a carbon fibre decal set, and the other one is of course photo etch, which contains, you know, the disc brakes, etc., and various other little bits. More parts of the exhaust, and more suspension pieces, and then your front hubs. And we'll flip this round, and there are your air boxes and the wonderful seat. Look at those, absolutely incredible. And there's the engine covers. You could wire those in as well for that little bit of extra detail. There is something in the instructions about that. If you go and take a look, and there you have it. That is that sprue. Now on to one of the final big sprues. There is a couple of little ones. I just want to make sure I get this right without dropping it or breaking it. Now, the monocoque chassis. Here you have it. Again, very hard to show you because it's black. But there you have it, all in one piece. You've got the upper arms there. And various other little bits there. Look. Very, very cool. Now I'll flip this over. There are, again, like I said, there's loads of various different little bits. I think those may be for the thin ones, maybe for holding the rear up, I don't know. But it's it's more of an encyclopedia than an instruction manual. But there's your front wheel wells. And then you've got the headlight backings. And the sort of scuttle panel area where the windscreen goes, and onto the rear part of that. I'll flip this around so I can show you the steering wheel properly. If I can get it in. There we go, there you have it. Very, very cool steering wheel, flat at the top and flat at the bottom. Right, that is your front grille area for the front bumper, of course. And I'll just flip this around again. There are your paddle shifters and your dial area. And here is the under panel for the front. I mean, you really can go absolutely crazy with the details on this, you really can. I hope Tamiya makes a 1/12 scale of this, it'll be crazy. And there's part of there's the actual airboxes. Sorry, that was a mistake on the earlier part. Unless, yes, they must go on there, I think. But there is your engine cover. More suspension pieces. That's the front diffuser for the front bumper. And then another under tray for the chassis. And then here is one part of the dashboard. And there you have it. And there's the lower section there. Massive sprues, guys, sorry, it's quite hard to manoeuvre them about and make sure you can see what's going on with them. And yeah, that is it on that one. And that's basically the whole kit. This is some information on the car. And I'll show you what is in this cardboard sort of piece that they put in, the little display piece. And as always, guys, you've got to keep these clear parts separate. there are your rear lights, moulded in red, and then your clear parts. Various different little bits. So you've got the front headlights, the surround where the exhausts go, and then your separate side windows, and your windscreen, and a few other little pieces in there. Now, in terms of rating the kit, from what I've seen, it's phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. As I said, I wouldn't recommend this as a starter kit whatsoever. It'll be a while before I build this, that's for sure. Definitely want to get the upgrade sets for this as well. And like I said, I've seen it built. It does look fantastic built. I have heard of a few issues with the rear engine cover not sitting right once it's built. So they sort of display it with the engine cover open, which is fine. I mean, it shows off the detail that you've done in the engine bay. That's great, but you know, I'm sure it probably needs a little bit of fettling here and there to make it sit right if you wanted the engine cover down. Apart from that, I don't think I can knock this down at all. It's perfect. It really, Tamiya have outdone themselves with kits. It really is phenomenal. I cannot wait to build it, but I don't want to rush into it and mess it up and mess up a perfectly good kit. But yeah, let me know what you think, guys. It's a massive release from Tamiya, probably one of the most talked about kits this year. And yeah, let me know what you think, guys. Don't forget to like, it helps out the channel immensely, and I will see you in the upcoming videos. The next one is the Fujimi Honda CRZ Musion Edition. I'll see you there, guys. Take it easy. Bye bye.